This is your recap video for our seeing double session 2, and I'm going to show you everything that we went over so you guys can review it. So we started with just a hoop in each hand, and we created this nice illusion by tracing kind of the outline of each hoop so they're moving in relation to each other about the same distance apart. You can bring this all the way up, all the way back down. And then our other illusion was having the hoops spread apart, lifting one and then the other for this kind of cascade effect. And then we put both hoops together and we started working on our 2 hoops, 1 hand. So with both together, sending them in a circle, if you move your hand up and down, it keeps the hoops in same time. If you go side to side, you're going to start going towards split time. Now I'm going to take my thumb and try to weave it through the back hoop. Making sure my arm is aligned with the floor is what's going to help the hoops stay level and keep from hitting each other. And my hand does this really interesting dolphin motion to keep them both going. So it kind of dolphins from side to side. My wrist and my hand move away from each other. So from here, if you want, you can try to grab the front hoop and just stop it and see if you can keep the hoop going on your wrist. So you have a nice transition out if you want to just coin flip the front hoop like so, or you can grab this front hoop and go into an isolation. Just has to be a really speedy isolation. Remember how we practiced? And then say you wanted to come out, you could grab this hoop, you could grab this hoop, you could go into a globe by stacking them on top of each other. You could jump through the back hoop. You have some options there. So we also had the static entry for the isolation, so 1 hoop on the wrist, 1 hoop in the hand, doing a couple back and forth motions to get some momentum going, and then checking it out, seeing how it goes. And so if your isolation starts to get crazy, you can always let go of the front hoop, go back to your 2 hoops, 1 hand. We'll work on this and review it a little more throughout the next couple weeks, so don't worry if it's something that's still a little bit tough. The next thing that we did was 2 hoops on the hand overhead. So same idea, but a little different because gravity is not really on your side for this one. Taking both hoops in your hand, bring them out to the side. You're going to swing them out in front of you and overhead. And at that point, you'll weave your thumb through just like we did before. So both hoops are over my head. If I turn in the direction of the hoop, that's kind of going to help gravity stay on my side to keep these hoops up. Same dolphin motion, and you want to make sure your arm is really straight because that's what's going to keep the hoop from sliding down. So from here, we had 2 ways to enter this bottom hoop onto the body. I like to grab it and send it down, kind of like a little floating isolation, and then send it around my waist. There's also the technique of, that I think Lauren showed us, where you can just put your arm in and slowly let that work down your body. Woo! And 2 ways to do that. So that's how you can get one down on your body. And then if you want to try this, sending 2 around your waist, you can try a lasso, just reaching for this top hoop and bringing it from behind your back to out in front of your face and then over your head. And we'll do a little bit more work on that in our next class. The other thing that we worked on were reels. So for a reel, 1 hoop starts behind you and 1 in front of you. And your thumbs will point towards each other. So both thumbs are pointing in towards your body. And we can practice 1 at a time at first. So this one lifts towards my body and then crosses like so, keeping my arm as straight as I can, letting the movement come from the wrist. Same thing on this side. And so they're going to do it same but different because they're both, one's going to lift in front, one's going to lift in back. Then they'll clear your body and then they'll cross and switch. So the other one comes to the front, the other one comes to the back. So we eventually look like this. It's always nice to find a flow here. For the more advanced people who have practiced this before, you can try adding a beat over your head and a beat under, lower, like so. And then we ended up randomly learning these crossers, which are really fun. So starting with your thumbs together, one hoop's going to lift up and the other one is going to come underneath, but that one will do a grip change. And then we're going to switch back. So now the arm that's on top, that hoop's going to lift. The arm on the bottom is going to grip change. And now we're going to reverse it. So my orange hoop is going to grip switch while my purple one crosses across the top. And orange will grip switch again. Purple will grip switch, orange grip switch. And that's how we get this full rotation right here. Can be really pretty, really dramatic sometimes. And I think that sums up everything that we learned. If there's anything I forgot to mention, shoot me a message and I will add on to this video. But thank you guys. Remember, we don't have class next week, so we'll be meeting again on December 4th. And yeah, I can't wait to keep hooping with you guys. Thank you so much for everything.